Good afternoon, this is Julie, J Auto Trading Strategies, or good morning, wherever you are listening to this. I'm so excited to be talking to you about what I do. This is my website, and I put together my own little algorithms for trading, and have been doing this for a couple of years now, trying to get the best price pattern structure for bar direction. I primarily am a long or short trader. If the price is moving one way, I only want to focus short or long. So and I try to get my setups to match the best opportunity to do that. And I will show you what I'm talking about. My website, you can learn more about BloodHound, why I use it instead of coding. Number one, I did not want to I sat through some C+ classes, and there's so many naming conventions and all that I would have had to learn. It took too much time. I wanted to get straight to putting the strategies together. I'm partnered with Shark Indicators BloodHound, Final Financial Algorithms, to use their MP lines indicator, and NinjaTrader, to give me access to the platform and to the exchanges, their brokerage and their data. You can see some of my previous templates by going to the market review tab, open a picture, and then you can just scroll through many of my screenshots and see what I'm working on and how I position myself just to take directional trades in one directional, long or short. Most often I'm interested in one direction at a time, and how I can set up these templates to accomplish my goals using various methodologies. Let's go live to the chart, and I'll show you an example of what I'm looking at. This is how I initially came to start designing templates. At first, I was using indicators, for instance, a stochastic. I changed that quickly and dropped the stochastic. I'm not even offering it anymore. I wanted to show you my evolution, where I would put an indicator on my chart and try to match trades in that signal direction. And I realized that those were late trades. It would get me in the candle up here instead of at the turn. I'm more interested in nailing these corners. As you can see, my corner ability is just phenomenal, and I can refine that even better to eliminate the dojis and just concentrate on the turns when they occur. Now, if I want to directionally trade this, I can do so very many ways. I can take a VWAP upper level, for example, and just hit that level. Okay. This can be applied, of course, to any level. This is the upper VWAP level. If you want to trade a higher level, you just change, you can create that other upper level and take the trade on this level. And this is just a very quick, easy, this is why I don't like to code. I mean, it's just too easy. If you want to take the trade at VWAP, you just click another button and change it to your VWAP, and you get those signals. VWAP's not really a good one to get because you'll get a lot of up and down, chopping you up and out on it. That's why I prefer not to use the VWAP itself, as this is where price is attracted to. You'd prefer to get directional. So if I know that I'm making higher highs and higher lows, I will want to come in and directionally trade those signals and just, well, I've got direction changed for something else. There you go. Just directionally take signals at VWAP in that direction. And that's how you trade VWAP. You have to have a directional bias to trade VWAP, as you can see, because if you don't, you just get chopped up and down. So get a bias and then take your trade off at your profit. Okay. So using VWAP, or this, can be applied for any market structure you want. You can apply it to pivot points, Fibonacci levels, market profile, volume profile. If I want to take trades off my river of gold value areas, I can do that. It's the same thing. VWAP is a good one because most institutional traders will trade VWAP. Again, I like to just go long or short. If I'm interested in just going short, if I see a setup like a VWAP coming down and I just want to nail this section right here, I'm below my river of gold, I'm below my lower VWAP band, then just set your bars up just to hit those. And that's really, and this is the section I was interested in, and then just take the money. They don't all work out, but you're probably pretty damn happy once you started trading closes below a level. Just get what you got. So once a market shifts, just go with that direction. Directional trading is what I call it. And, it's not any more difficult than that. It's long or short. And it's hard to get a bias. The best thing that I can tell you to look at is the Dow theory. And let me see if I can pull that up for you. That's higher highs or higher lows. And here we go on Wikipedia. And the main movement of the market is long or short. And if you follow higher highs and higher lows and your swings, and once you realize that the prints are printing higher lows and higher highs and higher lows, turn your indicator to long and just nail them. And the way I do that is through a custom bar type that I've created, and BloodHound allowing me to get long or short. So you pay attention to these inflection dojis. Remember the dojis? This is how it all started for me. Just trying to figure out, how do I just single in on these opportunities and filter out all the noise? And I do it by this. And let the trade get me in on these changes. And I can do that by directing in optimizing the bar per market. So for instance, on crude oil, open this back up. Do you see how wiki this is? Anytime you see a market that's just printing nothing but wicks, you want to stay out of it. There's just too much indecision in this market. This market was ranging. And there was no edge. And unfortunately, sometimes you get caught in this back and forth. So filter the trade. You're below the VWAP. You're below the river of gold. You're below the value area short. So just filter it. With a directional bias. And you turn a nightmare into some nice profits. Or at least have an opportunity to make profits. So this is directional trading. This is why I like my river of gold. Because if I'm below it, I want to be looking long or short. If I'm above it, I want to be looking long. And if I'm sideways, then there's no edge to sideways. So optimize your bar per your market. And this is one time that you do want to optimize. And just be able to capture a trade all the way down versus getting too micro involved. And this is what micro involved looks like. Where you just get knocked out, up and down, up and down, up and down. There's not really a way to figure this out except lose your account money. So increase your bar size. And give yourself a chance to make some coin. And again, if you're below the river of gold, you want to go short. And it would get you in automatically. And you would have, let's look, an entry at 48.53. And it would have gone to 33. That would be 20 cents. I don't know if you would have gotten out at 33 or, but there's your it did turn around on the double bottom here. Be careful of these wicks, because the wicks will show you where the trades should turn around. So if you get to a wick box, you want to be looking long at the wick box and just take these on the wicks. Another very good way to trade. Here's an example of a short wick. So if it gets up into the wick box, you want to go short. Let me find some more. Here we go. Here was a wick box. Extend it out. It hasn't gotten back up there. So that's what you can do. And here's a wick box here. And as you see, these shorts got to the river of gold and then came back. These two did not work out, but they did inflect. Let me turn the logic off so we can see the board. Okay, a bunch of wick tops. And here we go. So we just want the short. And there it is. Okay. Are y'all starting to get it? I call it directional trading with J-Auto Trading Strategies. Now I have templates that are pre-built. Let me load one of my templates for you and I'll go over it. Let me first start with the direction guide. Which is my pride and joy, because it will really help you with that overall direction that you're looking for in the market. If you want to go long or short and you don't know, the market is maybe below your pivots, below whatever, but you seem to be hitting a bottom and you can't figure out why. It may be that the market is just not set up. It's running against the direction like it did late afternoon. But this system is meant to take a look at what the best setups are. Do you see how this prior day high-low was empty? That tells you that you're inside day, okay? And so that's going to be ranging. You did exceed the current high-low, and that's on an inside day. Your warning of a turnaround. And that's what the market did. It got down to the current day high-low, started passing it, and then it started flipping. But so it did not push through to make lower lows. But I recommend that you put the prior close high and low on your chart. Here's the prior high, here's the prior low, so that you have these boundaries, open, high, low, and close, and you keep those in mind as you're trading. And on this template, I allow you to come in and hit these directional trades if you want to go long or if you want to go short. You can just nail these right from the template. If you want to trade your, see how nice that is? So this gives you some direction. The markets are set up for my energy, for the regular trading hours. Outside of regular trading hours, you're not going to get any signals. You can get signals for your other filters, but you're not trading. This is set up per market. And here on my super trend indicator, you can see that these shorts were futile, that were going into the volatility short, so you can disregard them. Do you see how empty this template is? So this is a change in direction moving to the prior close. This is a gap run. This is what a gap run looks like. So in this instance, you would want to flip this over from the filter for your energy market to your core super trend, or just your direction. My core super trend is tied to this template, open and close, so I only get those trends with the core filter, so it's not going to work. But if you just want a mom trend, or if you just want a mom long trend, and you see that it's going long, you can certainly get the template to work for the market condition. I'm not so weird that I'm just forcing you to only trade the template. I'm giving you some ability to say, market condition is shifted away from the template. I want to go long, template, get me long, and here it is. You can go long trend here or just long direction. So this is a good starter template to see. Once everything lines up and the volatility and the direction all line up, then there's no better market to trade, and you can put your position size on when you see everything working together. And that's why I came up with this template. All stars are aligning, so hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. When the market changes and shifts, don't take that trade. Okay. There you go. The market shifted. All right, this is a fantastic, fantastic template, my pride and joy. My second template is the HighLow Inflections. And I love this because I use this with my direction guide template. So I have my HighLow Inflections that is not tied to the core. So I can get really the best setup with the market possible. So I have a super trend if I want to go super trend short, or if I just want to take the super trend inflection shorts, then I can only take those. Once I know a direction again, you've got your direction path. I've got a trail bar with a higher time frame volatility, and I've got my high-low 6 telling me where my stop should be. and then I can get, or if I just want to say I want all shorts, I just want to get short on, I don't care what the volatility is, get me short. And that can be good for these long reaches once you get these reaches. So I do like this. Let me change the bar real quick and put this on. There you go. You know, give yourself a chance to come in and nail these once you see the direction changing. This is why everybody loves my template so much. As a long or short trader, if you just want to get long, just put it on get me in, get me long, give me long, take the trades. Okay. But if you want to see underneath the hood, this is available in the weekly training room. This is my ladder, my delta ladder. I call it for my delta shifts. And this is my variation of the volume metro ladder. And I can see underneath the hood of when these COT changes, the commitment of trader, shifts back in the direction, and I can get a little bit of a heads up on these delta shifts before the bar changes. So it's just a little bit faster, and I can see all the delta coming into the market and the volume. And I have my same levels. I've got my VWAP. I've got my River of Gold. I've got my levels on here. But again, I can tell if we've been in a downtrend and we want to go long. I can tell when that shift is going to occur before the bar shifts. So it's just a little bit more of an early ability to get long or short before that bar change. I'm always wanting to know what's going on. Sometimes you can get a delta shift on the candle, but once these bid ask, this is the bid ask, the X, it can print red for down, and then you get your COT change, and you see the delta shift here, and then you get your flip. It was all zeros on top, and now it flipped to the bottom. But neutral is orange or long is green. So you can just watch these shift and that COT change, and trade these in the direction of the trend. And this, of course, works on all markets. If you want to change to the E-mini, sorry, that's not going to work that way. Give me a second. I got to change the properties. The E-mini, this is fabulous for the E-mini because this, I think it's more helpful on the E-mini than anything else because there's so many contracts traded. And I'll show you what I mean. So let's change it up here to the E-mini. Oh my gosh, see what I'm saying? Then you can really see when this changes. Here's a COT change telling you that it's going to be getting long before my bar changed. So helpful to have when you're trading the E-mini. Um, not, and this is another reason that you want this. So many traders say, "Well, Julie, why do I need this? I've got Delta. I can see myself." Well, no, you can't, because Delta came in negative, signaling traders were dumping their long positions on this Delta, but they didn't get the COT change with it. So they lost. I didn't. I stayed long, getting my extra ticks. This is for scalping. Um, it's not until you see that COT change do you make that trade change, and then you can add your position size. Are your ears picking up? Then you can add your position size and jump back in. Again, this is counter trend trading, which is okay on the ES because that's, reversion to the mean. If you get an overextended level, but basically I follow this volume delta on my delta ladder will show you the delta difference on these trades, and you basically, this will be green, by the way. This is not a live trading environment. This was how the contract closed, coming back down to the mean. They were trying to hit this VWAP. And I think at the end of the month, it's a requirement to close at VWAP. So if y'all didn't know that, little tip, heads up, always trade to the VWAP at the end of the month, the last 5 minutes of your contract, and pick up some money. That alone, that one trade alone might make you, be able to make enough money to retire for the month or not work for the month, depending upon how far price is away from VWAP. But it's a CME requirement that they close at VWAP. And here's the VWAP. This isn't the same VWAP as you will see on your chart. This is the developing VWAP from the bar. And this is where the algos go. They go to both, but so anyway, here's the COT change, and you can see how significant this is and how helpful if you know you want to go long. Here you have a COT change at VWAP and above the river of gold. Boom. Look at how wonderful that is. And then how do you know when to take it off? Boom. Okay. Available in the weekly subscription room. These white lines are my the same bands as you see on my chart for volatility. Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate your letting me show you what I do and why I'm doing it, and I love it. Directional trading. The last thing I need to show you is the market analyzer. The market is not open. I don't have any data. This is Saturday, but I have a market analyzer that comes with the direction guide template, and it allows me to filter long or short on the higher time frame trend. So if I want to find a market that's trending all in one direction, how easy is that? Just to go to the Nikkei or come to the yen or crude and trade that direction. You see what I'm saying? I'm directional. Everything about me, I want to go long or I want to go short. Long or short trader, using filters and pivots, VWAP, River of Gold, and then fine tuning that with my bar direction, my ability to change the bar size, to hit those, nail those. Let me put the template back up. Nail those inflections, and I do look at momentum for divergence. What I love about this template is, do you see how this is showing me don't go long, even though I have a long filter? That this is a range, a little consolidation period from 12:45 to 1:30, of course, which is the lunchtime, and then it pops up and goes out. But if I want to just be long, then all I have to do is pick them, and that will get me in the right direction, be able to hold a trade below my volatility band and get my points, and then go home. That's the important part about this, is when you're directionally trading. Here's a short. Change my filter to take me short. Nail these. And then go home. If I'm above a pivot, I don't want to go short. I want to only take the longs. So I'm really only interested in taking long trades. So know what you want to do using VWAP and your other market skills. If you see something as flat, be careful, because it can, you never know what it's going to do. You really do want to see some slope. And once you're trailing below VWAP, trailing below that lower VWAP band, just use your standard charting skills. This is when you want to be employing your tools that I'm giving you and hit them and make that money and recognize these opportunities, versus being in a market condition that is flat and not doing much and just chopping you up and down. You see how flat that is? It's just horizontal. Very low edge. You have to have an ability to see beyond everything else. Here's your divergence, telling you that this market's going up. So use your tools. Once you see something, then you can put your plan into motion. Oops. There was no super trend here. There's nothing here trending. So if you absolutely just say, I have to make money, here, I'm giving you the money. All right. That's for this part. That's not for this part. For this part, you want to go short. Okay, long or short, J-Auto trading strategies. And kiss the stochastic goodbye. And that's why I took it off my website. I don't need it. Thank you so much. And be sure to look at the website. There are disclosures that you need to be aware of. Futures trading, you're using a lot of leverage, and it contains substantial risk. You can absolutely lose every dime in your trading account. The hypothetical performance disclaimer, very important. Read, be aware that this is a highly leveraged situation. So be very careful when placing a trade, and have a conviction about what you want to do. And once you get that conviction, try to give yourself the best chance what market do I want to go to? Here's the yen. What direction do I want to go in? Well, you certainly don't want to go short the yen. You want to go long. So that's what I'm talking about. So here's the ES, and it is changing back to long after that jobs report Friday. Just unbelievable. So we're getting back long. Very sad. Economy is going into the crapper. So, but we're not. We have a plan and are trading it like that. That's what I want to see. Thank you so much. God bless and appreciate it.